Jack's a little tired today. We're recording this on a weekend. Jax got up at 11 this morning. She was out until 5 a.m. Now, it's important to know, Jax is sober and is not off the wagon.
No, so, I have not relapsed and I'm not out like a gremlin in the night.
You were out of your own volition till 5 a.m. and she won't tell me what it was until we get on camera and online.
Yeah.
So what did you do? And this is something you're like, listen, I tried something out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it was really worth it. And what is it?
Okay, so I was out until 3 and then I drove my friends home at 5 and I came home with the biggest grin on my face because I had a night of Latin splendor. I went, hear me out, I went to the basement of the Dover Courthouse, which is a building on Dover Court, like a Legion, and I went bachata dancing.
What is bachata?
Bachata. It is traditional Dominican dancing.
Bachata.
My friend Aura is a professional dancer, and she's so good, man. And she took my friend Kat and I out dancing. She showed us some moves before we hit the club. And didn't we hit it?
So you go out and you try this for the very first time.
Very first time. And I am a white girl that grew up in a duplex in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yep.
I don't have the greatest hip rhythm. And I love to dance, but my body doesn't respond well. I can move rapidly, almost kind of like a threat. But I can't dance well. And she taught us. I'm going to show you a video because you joke. You joke, but you haven't seen my body move like this yet. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Press play. Take my phone. I want you to see.
First off, Jax is wearing a sleeveless shirt showing off the guns.
Okay, I want you to see my bachata moves. Turn on the volume.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at you go. Look at you go.
I know. Say more than that. Why aren't you impressed?
I am impressed. But I always thought that you had good moves anyway. I can't play this too loud because we can't play music on the podcast.
No,
it can't
Adam,
be true. But I think
look at my hips. Look at my body move.
So the hips. So you got clothes on your hips though. It's hard to see. Oh, there you go.
Well, that's my sweat towel.
Your sweat towels are on your. So okay, here's the question I have.
Yes.
And this is so great that you're dancing and you're trying something new, and that's excellent as an adult that you're doing that. My question is, why did it have to go till? Why did it start at midnight and go till 3 a.m.?
It didn't. It just it started earlier than that, but there is a large dancing community, a bachata dancing community. Bachata. Am I pronouncing?
When did it start?
What's that?
When did it start?
I don't know. I just like
when did you show up at the venue?
When did I show up? Yeah. I showed up at 11.
Already?
Yeah.
Like there's not a world where I would be leaving the door at 11.
My friends came over at 9:30.
Oh my God, I would die.
I danced and I was nervous, but we got in the car, we went across town, we parked, we went in and we hit the floor, Adam. And I have never, I was sweating. It looked like I was crying.
That's amazing.
I haven't felt joy like that. And now I'm going to join the community. I'm going to take a dance class. I'm going to go to the different nights. And as you mentioned, I am sober. So it's clear that I have trouble with addiction. Now I'm addicted to this.
That's a good thing to be addicted to. Plus, if you're doing it's a good workout, it's all that. Okay, so tell me about this with bachata dancing.
Bachata
dancing.
Bachata, yeah.
What's the first move they teach you?
Do you want me to show you?
Well, show me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, give me a little rundown. Give me a little rundown. Okay, so Jax is standing up. Okay, and this is for the audio listener, so I'm going to describe it for everybody at home. So then
it's a 4 count, okay?
It's a 4 count.
You're going left,
left, shuffle, right, shuffle, left, shuffle. So, okay. Okay, so it's just a little bit of the hips.
Yeah, but I'm trying to move them more.
Okay.
Are they moving?
They're moving. They're not locked in. You're good.
My eyes, but I have to move my arms too.
Okay.
My eye contact is...
The T-Rex arms are very funny by you doing that. I just want to say. So yeah. So no, but so you basically, everything comes out of the left, foot
yeah, it's
out,
a 4 count where salsa is at 3. Listen, I'm going to get really good and I'm going to come and dance at your house.
I can't wait.
And I need you to know that this has opened up my world and I need a new hyperfixation. So here I am, okay?
There you go. No, I want to talk about the time framing here. I think that's the more interesting angle.
How so?
I'm so excited for your dancing. I think it's
Thank
cool.
you.
And I hope we should show the video without audio on the show. Because I think it's awesome.
And hopefully people will gas me up more than you. I thought you were going to be like, whoa, I've never seen your hips move like that.
I'm happy for you with the hips. I want to understand how at almost 37, because you're not 37 yet, how you can still do that.
Because
I have not been able to do that for well over half a decade.
I don't wear quarter zips like you do, and I don't have a child. I am not an old papa. I'm not an old. No, I I don't know. It's like the older I'm getting, the later I like to stay out.
It's
and
crazy.
I love early mornings, but I don't know. I'm liking trying new things.
And you know what? As an adult, let's be straight.
Yeah.
You do get to a point where you do stop trying new things. And it's really, you go back to try, especially when you have kids, you go back to trying all the stuff you tried the first time around, only you're teaching someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't have very much time to try things out for yourself. I'll tell you, my buddy Steve, who you know very well, for the last couple of years, like, so when he grew up, his sister Rachel has severe, learning disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So she, could only reach a certain point mentally in terms of like where she could be and what she could learn and what she could do. And she requires round the clock care. And so it's made Steve a very empathetic person, but also it's very expensive. And his
incredibly taxing on the families.
So his parents didn't have the money or the time to put him in hockey. Loves hockey. It's all he talks about. It's all he thinks about. So as a 34, 35-year-old with two kids. He started to play, He has been going to lessons for 2 years with Jesse, who is also my other business partner, learning to play hockey. I played hockey for 12 years. I don't play hockey anymore.
You got a hockey bum though, don't you?
I do have a hockey bum still.
You got a nice bum.
Those guys go every Friday night and they go play. And so Steve now is playing in a men's league for beginners for the first time in his whole life. And he played his first game last week. And I think walked out of it feeling the exact same way you do, right?
It's like pure childlike joy
and you wonder. Realize, like, because I think we get stuck in our own things and we don't want to try things because we don't want to be bad at them, right? And so you come out of it and you go, I'm so glad I tried. It's like the first time you got on a roller coaster. I'm so glad I did it. I was so afraid, and then I did it.
Everything I thought would happen didn't, and I came out of it excited. And that's probably how Jesse, also your business partner, learned how to golf over the past few years and got really, really good.
He's so good. It's unreal.
So good. And
I hate those people that are just gifted athletically. The rest of us have to work at it.
Hey, I'm hot and tall and good at golf.
Everybody's got that friend, right? They're like, I'm pretty good at everything.
I don't know.
It's great.
The world is weird and dark, and I'm just like, I want to try new things. And because I got sober 3 months before the pandemic began. So I was like coming out of my shell more, and then the world was shutting down. So there's all these things. Back in the shell. You stay in
Put a mask on, leave the house.
And it's like I'm excited to I'm just excited to be curious about things again. And be like, I wonder about this. It's like,
it's good for it's awesome. Listen, like for me, and I think a lot of parents can relate to this, is like, I know there's going to be a point where I'm going to be able to try new things again. But it's not right now.
Well, she's about to turn 6, so it's definitely not right now.
Not right now. But I know that like probably your brother and your sister-in-law, they have a 10 and a 12-year-old or something?
They're
able to do stuff now.
David, my brother, was saying the other day, he was like, we're finally able to they're able to hang out for a few minutes or while we run to the store, Braxton's 12.
Yeah, if you're 12, you can be on your own.
You can be on your own. And it's funny because my brother David is now trying, he just bought a electric piano. He's learning how to play piano. He's learning how to do computer stuff. He's learning how to DJ. And it's this sense of freedom that you'll get. So you will have that too when your children can care for themselves.
It's a decade of just surviving. And then once you get past it, it's great.
You won't have fun for another 6 years, okay, Adam Wild?
But no. It is fun. It is fun. I won't say, I will not lie. The first 6 months are not fun.
I will take you to the basement. Once Everly is 12, I'll take you to the basement and teach you how to bachata, okay?
I can't wait. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Look
this
at
is good.
These hips are for you.
I can't even remember the last thing I tried that I'd never done before. That's kind of sad, isn't it? As an adult, think about it. Think honestly, if you're listening to this, think about this. When was the last time you legitimately tried something that made you uncomfortable that you had never done before? I don't even know what it would be.
Didn't you get it? You bought some sort of watercraft, a surfboard, a paddle.
I had a paddleboard.
You had a paddleboard.
It's in my wife's cottage.
Yeah, you got into paddleboarding.
Well, I didn't get into it. I never used it.
Do you use it at the cottage?
Yeah. Yeah,
then
occasionally.
You got into
but
it.
Again, I can't leave the dock because I have a child.
I got a paddleboard. So it's take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's I would love to go use my paddleboard, but when would I do that?
Okay, so how about this? In a perfect world, Everly's 12. Right now, we're talking Everly's 12 years old.
And she'll be like, get the hell away from me at that point anyway, right?
What do you want to try? What are you curious about?
I have no idea. That's kind
of cool too, though, that who knows?
I'm going to have to think about it, but it's sort of I guess the only thing that I can really say is I started a business with my friends 5 years ago or 4 years ago or whatever the hell it was. That is it. It's because you're because I'm running a business with Jesse and Steve, because, I'm doing this show with you, like it again, but it's like more of an extension of the stuff I've already done. And I think you sometimes see like, those running clubs. You'll always see like
the
some
barrel
people
down the streets.
And and they literally attack people. It's like, get out of the way, running. Or the cyclists, get out of the way, cycling.
Tour de France down Bloor.
Like a whole bunch of Lance Armstrongs. Like
chill
just
out,
chill out, man. It's okay. You can press brakes.
$7,000 bikes.
We're not going to mess with your heart rate. You can absolutely click the brake on your bike, and don't worry, pedestrians do get the right of way. And no, we don't want to sue you afterwards. I saw a guy almost hit somebody on the street. And he's like, well, you could have sued me afterwards if it had been a problem. And the guy's like, I don't want to sue you. I just want to not get hit by a bike. Like,
you know what you're going to get hit by first. Sorry, side note. It isn't going to be a bike. It's going to be one of those e-bikes, man. They are lawless in this damn city. They are lawless.
They are lawless.
They are. They're on the sidewalk. They're on the roof.
They're just zipping around.
No, I scream. Sometimes I say enough. Like I just can't. This is too much. No, because you don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah. No. It's true.
Sorry. Well, okay. Anyways,
it's a bit of a digression.
But it's just I don't want to hit them, and they're so unpredictable.
I know.
Okay. So what else? Sorry, you were saying?
No, I just think it's actually, you've made me rethink my life. Like I can't remember the last thing that I tried new, and I can't remember even thinking about, hey, I'd like to expand my hobbies.
Okay. So what do you?
Because I don't have any.
Okay, but like I know that you can't think of one, but like, what are you curious about? Like, what is?
Well, okay.
And nothing to do with media, nothing to do with technology.
So I used to be in a band like in high school.
Yes.
And around COVID, we started sort of like jamming together again. But again, we're all busy, right? Like, and so I haven't seen those guys again in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. You sang though, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And can we get pictures of it? Can we get
Oh
pictures
my God,
to put on the pod?
I don't even know where I have any.
We can. I'll contact Marilyn, your mother.
She might have
because you
some.
sang. So would you get back into singing, or would you want to do?
I mean, it would just, even if it was like in somebody's basement jamming, like an old dad band, like I'm fine with that. I would love to do that.
I think that'd be awesome.
I know, but again, it's not something new. I've done it.
Okay.
Right? So.
Okay, can I give you random hobbies and see if you would do them?
Give it to me.
Okay, skating. I was going to say rollerblading.
Owned them all the way growing up. That's how we practice in the summer.
Okay, rock climbing.
I have always, there you go. I'm interested in that.
And there's one down the road.
Is there?
There's a wall.
So I've heard it's outrageously expensive though, to try.
I don't know.
Maybe we can go together at some point. Let's get our fingers chalked up and go.
I'd love to. Would we do the ones with the harness or the free?
Well, you do the one with the harness first, so you don't fall off the wall.
No,
right?
but there's ones that you don't do a harness with at all.
I know that, like that free climb for sure.
We're not doing that.
But like, you don't start at the free climb. It's like you don't start driving a car. You start as like with a learner's permit.
I started driving. I started driving.
I bet you did.
Okay, so rock climbing.
Yes.
What about, because you don't cook at all. Would you ever get into something like culinary?
Don't care.
Okay.
My wife, I think when we retire, my wife will want to like go to culinary school. Like that's how much she loves it.
She is incredible. She's such a good baker, such a good cook.
And I just don't care.
Okay.
I just not my thing.
One more thing.
Oh, I'll tell you one.
What?
And you guys laughed at me when I wanted to try this. I told Jax and our former co-host TJ that I wanted to do this, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, but like with what time?" And it was a good point. Wake surfing, or not wake surfing. You know the guys with the parachutes that are on a wakeboard. And they're zipping around the beach. I desperately want to do that. And there are guys of all ages doing it.
All the boys are at the beach.
And no, they do it here in Toronto.
I know.
And it looks so much fun. And I grew up with water sports, so I'm completely comfortable with that. That would be, if I could take my little parachute, pump it up on the beach, because they have a parachute and it's got air in it, right? You pump it up and then you get your wetsuit on. And I'd be stuffing a sausage into a pretty tough casing at the moment, but it would I feel like it would just be a blast.
If I see you down at the beach with a parachute, I'm going to contact your wife. I'm going to say something's gone wrong.
I'm telling you,
something's gone wrong. No, I know they do, but those are the same, like men who parasail are the same kind of people who have $7,000 road bikes that they don't need. Like
I will never have one of those. I have a $200 road bike that I don't use.
I need a hobby. But we laughed at you at the time because you bought a paddle board. You literally never used it because you didn't have time. You're like, I gotta get a parachute. It's just like you need the time. So 6 years from now.
Okay, 6 years from now, I'll give it a shot.